Hi, this is Dale Guiducci with ERA Credit Services, and I wanted to take just a few minutes over this Thanksgiving holiday season 2020. First of all, to wish you a happy Thanksgiving and hope you're spending time with your family, your loved ones, taking a little bit of a respite from this crazy year that we've had and enjoying your holiday. But also, if you're interested in or giving some thought to should you start a credit repair business, maybe the question on your mind is, should you start a credit repair business during a recession? Because that's what we're in right now. We're in a recession, mostly due, of course, to COVID-19. So I want to answer that question for you today. We'll be right back. So should you start a credit repair business during a recession? Should you start any business during a recession, right? Like some people might think you're crazy to start a business during a recession. And in some cases, that might be true, right? It depends on the business. And one thing about the credit repair business is that in times of need, maybe it's a really good idea to start that kind of business. And so I want to answer for you today. Should you start a credit repair business during a recession? It might be the best thing you can do. And here's the reason why I say that. Back in February, when the pandemic really hit and states started shutting down, locking down all over the country, I kind of went into a little bit of a panic. I will be honest with you. I asked my wife, who takes care of our finances, I said, hey, listen, let's do an audit here. Let's do a new budget and cut out everything that we absolutely don't need to live, because I don't know what's going to be happening with our business, which obviously is a credit repair business. I don't know what's going to happen with our business when things are shutting down, because my head went to, well, if people are starting to lose their jobs, people are getting laid off, are they going to have the money to be able to spend on things like credit repair or anything for that matter? Are they going to do the same thing that I'm doing? Are they going to hunker down, redo their budget, and cut out everything that absolutely isn't necessary? And I want to tell you, my concerns were unfounded, because our business exploded starting in February of 2020, February of this year. Our business exploded. People turned their focus towards their finances, and maybe we're thinking better than me, thinking that, well, they needed to have a higher credit score to be able to maybe get them through whatever may come with regard to what's going on with our economy, or what would be going on with our economy through 2020. And of course, the other thing for our business model is people also thought about they needed a plan B. So if they couldn't go into their jobs, in other words, a lot of people at that time, and things have kind of filtered out a little bit since then, but at the time, people were saying, you just don't come into the office, right? And companies had to figure out a way for those employees to be able to work from home, which again, of course, over the last 7-8 months, companies have found that way. But back then, they were just telling people to stay at home. And people were going, well, listen, if I can't go into my job because of something like this, why not take a look at something that I can do from home? And what happened in our business model is that people were looking for that plan B, and people like yourself took their sights towards maybe starting a credit repair business. And not only did we have more clients, people looking to increase their credit score, but we had a ton more people calling us about our business model because they wanted to start in the credit repair business. So again, 2020 has been an incredibly busy year for us in terms of revenue and profits and things like that, because we are in a sweet spot to be able to not only help clients improve their credit score and get into a better financial position, but also to help people with a plan B, with something they can do from home, either part-time or full-time. And as I look back on my thought process back in February, let's say March, before business really did boom, which at that point it really did, I should have known better, because we started our business back in 2012, our credit repair business, ERA Credit Services. And one of the reasons why we started that business is because we had suffered through the previous recession back in 2008. And if you remember that, I mean, the repercussions of that recession were millions of people lost their homes. We were part of that group of millions of people. We ended up short selling our home, and I mean, things were not good. And I was working a corporate job back in 2008. I got laid off. My wife got laid off. We started a fledgling accounting business, and the accounting business actually was doing okay. The only problem with that business is that we couldn't stop working. So in other words, we were working 6-7 days a week, and the only time we earned income is when we were producing services for our clients. We couldn't take any time off. And we maximized our efforts in that we had about 54 clients, but we couldn't bring on any more clients. There weren't enough hours in a day to service any more clients, so our income was limited. And again, working 6-7 days a week, unable to take any time off. It was a flawed business model. So we started the credit repair business in 2012 and helped a lot of people that were coming out of that 2008 recession improve their credit score. So I should have thought this year, back to that year, going, well, wait a minute, maybe we are in a good spot because people are going to turn their attention towards their finances. But I wasn't thinking that way right away. I was thinking, wow, we gotta hunker down and maybe not do as much business this year as we've been doing over the last 8 years or so. So it was unfounded, as I say. You know, people really started paying attention to their credit score, still are paying attention to their credit score. And in order to go out and get financing, and of course, interest rates are staying low, but qualifying credit scores have jumped up during this period of time. So the concept of needing a higher credit score actually has gotten more people's attention. So even folks that maybe could qualify, they got a 620 or something like that back in February, realized they needed even a higher credit score. So not only are we helping people that couldn't qualify at all, we're helping people that could qualify, but now need a higher credit score to qualify for these higher qualifying credit scores. So it's actually broadened our market. There's more people that need services in the credit repair business. So I'm trying to answer the question, should you start a credit repair business in a recession? And of course, you're seeing that maybe if I did this video back in February, I wouldn't have had the same opinion, but now I have a much different opinion. So the answer to the question is, should you start a credit repair business during a recession? Is it couldn't be a better time, to be honest with you, especially over the holidays. And why do I say that? Because typically speaking, business slows during the holidays. People are spending more time with family, more time on thinking about spending money on what? Santa Claus, Christmas, right? Of course, that happens every year, and then our business picks it back up in January. So why would it be a good time to start a business in November or December if business doesn't start picking up in January? Because you need to learn. Because there are certain things about the business, getting it set up and so forth, that you need to learn. Now, if you decide to go out on your own, in other words, go talk to a software company, Dispute Suite or Credit Repair Cloud, and so forth, you got a lot of upfront work to do, because it's not just about getting the software. Of course, you need to get a merchant services company. You need to figure out how you're going to pull credit. You need to build a website. There's a myriad of things. You got to deal with your state laws, right? And make sure you're adhering to state laws, maybe even have to purchase a surety bond. Now, with our business, you could actually start tomorrow, right? We've got all that infrastructure set up for you. You don't need a merchant services company. You don't need to worry about how to pull credit. You don't need to worry about drafting dispute letters, because we have a staff that does all that for you. You don't need to worry about building websites, because we have websites for you. So you could be in business tomorrow. You could be marketing to clients tomorrow. And that's the piece of the business that you do have to do. You have to market. You have to go find clients. But we can teach you how to do that. But there is some setup to the business, right? You want to get your websites with your information and go through some of our training, learn about our services, because we don't just do credit repair. We do so many other things around helping people build their credit score besides just credit repair. You want to learn what those services are so you can properly speak about them, properly market your business, and go out and compete in the marketplace in your local area. But that's the other thing. You don't have to just compete in your local area. You don't even have to just compete in your state, because when you do business with us, you can actually do business in all 50 states. So take a strong look at our business model. You can go to, I'll put a link here under the video to go to the page on our website where you can watch a 30-minute video. I just redid that video for 2021 here in the last, I don't know, 3-4 days, right? So it's a brand new video for you to take a look at. It's about 30 minutes long. So make sure you have the time. Don't be, watching it on your phone as you're driving. Don't be doing anything as you're driving, right? Just drive. But even so, don't be just watching it on your phone and not being able to pause it, take notes, and really pay attention, because this is a potential business for you. You want to make sure you learn all that information. But a great thing about the videos is that you can pause it. You can write down notes. You can write down questions. And so that's why I'll give you the link to go to our webpage. You can watch it on your phone if you want, right? But after you watch the video, if you like what we do, of course, right? And if you like our business model and want to learn more, right below that video is an opportunity. You can see the icon, you can click on it, and it'll pull up our calendar, and you'll have an opportunity to maybe speak with me, speak with my wife, Shirley, speak with one of our sales directors about the details of the business. You can get all your questions answered. And as I said, if you want to get started, listen, it's less than $300. You got to keep that in mind, less than $300 to get your business started. Whereas if you go off with one of these software companies, it can cost you thousands of dollars. It can take you weeks and months to get started. And how I know that is because I've spoken to thousands of people like yourself that have been curious and calling in and talking to me over the last 8 years. And the other thing is I coach people that want to do it on their own. I coach people that use Credit Repair Cloud and Dispute Suite, because they don't teach you, they teach you about their software, but they don't teach you how to build a business. So they come to me and they go, well, Dale, I'm using Credit Repair Cloud or Turbo Dispute or whatever it is they're using, but how do I get the rest of this done? So I coach them, and it takes weeks and months to get a business set up that way. Where again, with our business, it's all set up. You could, once you make the decision and you learn about our business model and feel confident that that's what you want to do, once you make that decision, you're in business, right? All we got to teach you is what our services are, how to talk about our services, and you're off and running. And we even teach you how to market our services. I mean, we have phone apps, we have sales funnel systems, we have social media marketing templates. We've got everything that somebody needs to market a business. So, answer to the question, should you start a credit repair business in a recession? Absolutely. Should you start a credit repair business during the holiday season? Absolutely, because it gives you time over the holiday season to spend some time watching our training videos and getting on our one-on-one coaching calls and watching our Facebook Live trainings that we do every single week for our independent agents, which of course you would be. So if you're interested, click the link below the video, right? Go to our website at eracreditservices.com. Watch that 30-minute video, and then below the video, book a phone appointment, and one of us will be available for you. We'll give you a call at the time you choose on our calendar, and we will go through it with you and answer all your questions, and then you'll be able to make an informed decision. Hope this was valuable for you. Hope you're having a great holiday season. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. We come out with videos all the time. Like the video if you would. That would be most appreciative, and have yourself a great Thanksgiving and a great holiday season. Take good care. Top is up.